Hi, in this tutorial we're going to look at Facebook groups. In part 1, if you watched it, we actually created a Facebook group, which is the easy part. In this part we're actually going to look at some of its features and how we could utilize it to facilitate online learning environments with our students. Okay, this is what we managed to do in part 1. We managed to set up our Facebook group, and that was it. So maybe we want to populate it, make it a bit interesting before we get students on board. Now, one thing just for visual stimuli, maybe you want to have some visual identity, an icon or some picture, and we can actually, this question mark, we can actually put in a picture there. So we click change picture and then we choose to upload a picture. Let's see, find something interesting. Okay, here we see a doctor. I'm going to select him. Voila, now it's uploading, and in a few seconds, if it's light and a good connection, it's uploaded. There it is, fine. Besides that, you can, when you have a group, you can actually send messages to all members in one shot, and they get it in their Facebook inbox, which is probably more read than the email. So that is very positive. You can promote the group with an ad. I'm not sure you want to do that. You might want to edit group settings. So for example, here you have you can customize again after you've actually created the group, but I think the most important is whether you want to have it open group, closed group, or the group is a secret. Now, say that you have 300 students that you want to join the group. You might want to open the group first to get everyone on board, and then when you, and maybe in a couple of days when most are on board, then you close the group and maybe filter out some of the unexpected guests, instead of actually having it a closed group from the beginning, meaning you have to manually confirm everyone that wants to join the group. So let's go back to let's show you an example, and that you have to do with edit members. When you go to edit members, you have to go to edit members and you have to go to this one, requested, and if anyone wants to join your group, you will see that now there's no results, but if there were any results, there will be students want to join, and then you have to confirm them, which is hassle. And also, if you want to add admins, maybe you want to add a student, you can actually add a student to become one of your admins to help you, assist you, especially if you're not very familiar with Facebook or not so tech savvy and so on. So these are some of the features, but what I like about it is, let's move this up here, is the tabs. I mean, although you cannot add new apps and so on, you have basic things which are sufficient to facilitate an online learning environment besides using your LMS if you're using that. One of them, info, is basically information regarding your group, and you can always edit it anytime. You have discussions, which is very similar to forums. You just start a new topic, so you can just start a new topic and so on. I'm not going to do that now. And then you have these discussions there, which is good, but I have noticed it's not so widely used in Facebook. People prefer actually having discussions straight on the wall, straight bam bam bam, you know. You have photos, so if you have events, you can add photos and so on, and you can invite students. If you're doing field trips or activities with the students and they're taking pictures, they can always upload the pictures here, and same goes for videos. And what is nice, actually, you can actually record video on the spot if you have a webcam here, and maybe introduce yourself, and students introduce themselves for a couple of minutes about themselves as an icebreaker, and then all the events you have here, if you have any events. And events might be fine to find out whether they want to attend a particular class or an activity. You can actually use the event feature. The sad part, of course, is the ads really spoils this group. It's not something you can do anything about. You could click X here, but what happens is that you cannot really get rid of that. You can just say that it's irrelevant, for example, and click OK, and it will disappear and give you another ad, and you're helping Facebook improve their ad engine, so tuning it, fine-tuning it, but you can't do much about it. I wish for educators we could actually get rid of these ads, because it's disruptive in some cultures and countries. It is totally offensive, some of the pictures that are shown in these ads, and it's not good at all, but they have to make money also, so there's a lose-lose situation there. But what is really exciting about Facebook groups is actually the wall. That's where most things happen. You can ask students to post questions before class, during class, after class, besides face-to-face, for example. So for example, how are you? And as an icebreaker, you can just click share, and then students, when they get everybody opening up their Facebook, they can just comment and say, I feel horrible. Your class is super boring, you know, for example, and you can comment, and then students comment. Actually, discussion can happen straight on the wall, and it often happens. Another thing about the wall is that you can also share resources very easily. You can just put a link in and automatically text the link, and it tries to even detect the text. If it's wrong, you can just delete it and edit, and and it selects the images from that particular website, and you can select which one you want. And you can click share, which I'm not going to do now. The only problem is they ask you to put in some keywords, some words to avoid spam. But that's it. That's just some of the things you can do with Facebook. It's very exciting. Thank you.